Hello, this is Blu-ray Cinema, talking about movies of today and yesterday, tomorrow, and the future. And today we're going to talk about what is a Christmas movie. Is Die Hard or Gremlins a Christmas movie? Or holiday movie? Die Hard, 1988, most people's favorite Christmas movie. Why is this a Christmas movie? Is it? Is it not? Most people say yes, some people say no, a lot of people are undecided. What made this a holiday film? It just is. It takes place during Christmas, on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. 2, they show a Christmas tree in it. Also, he goes ho ho ho. In the beginning, during the credits, they play Christmas music and a little bit throughout the film. He's got ho 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 written on a terrorist T-shirt or a plain shirt. And towards the end of the film, he has like a thing in his bag, which is a gun wrapped as a gift. And his wife is named Holly. So, is this a perfect Christmas film? Most people, yes. Is it though? That's still to be debated. You know, how many years later, it's still debated to this day. Almost 40 years later, and this movie is still debated as a holiday film. I like this packaging because you get the Die Hard, you get Christmas. I had to Blu-ray this. I said no, I'm going 4K, but guess what? I'm keeping this. And you get the sunbat, the little snow and stuff, and it's a good 2-hour action film. It's one of my favorite holiday movies of all time. Always will be. And this is 4K right here, and I'll show you. So this will be reviewed and talked about another day because I haven't watched this in a while. But yeah, today's talk about holiday movies and what is a holiday film. What is a Christmas film to you, to me, to anyone? You know, please leave comments below. What is your favorite holiday film? Is Die Hard your favorite Christmas movie? Is Gremlins, is anything else that is not considered a holiday film is your favorite Christmas film? Please like and subscribe and leave comments below. And thank you. Anyway, next one is Gremlins. And this isn't the 4K one, but this is a special, when they used to do the Diamond Lux edition. And this has good bonus features. It's still, even if you didn't get this from 4K, it still was phenomenally good. I can't wait till they do Gremlins 2 in 4K, or at least remaster it by Shout Factory / Groove Arrow somebody. So you get a lot of special features of here. You get commentary, you get motion comments, you get special features, you get the making of stuff. And I like this because this is so unusual. What, before you even get to the Blu-rays here, look at this. This is in Diamond Lux. You don't see this on any other Blu-ray set. That's kind of neat. I like that. And with his gizmo in his backpack, which I love. And then you open it, and you get this. If you can see it, all we can see is, folks, you gizmo on one side, you get Spike or Oz on the other, and you get the Blu-rays right there. They kind of neat. So, you know, so you get Spike on one hand and Gizmo on the other. I think this is kind of neat. You don't see this anywhere else. And so yeah, and then whoops, and then I'll show the back in a minute as soon as I can figure this out. Just right there, which is great. And then you get the back right here, which is good too. I'll review this another time as well, and we'll talk about more of this. But these are two of my favorite films. Gremlins is Gremlins higher than Die Hard? It's about even. It's really about even. So now I talked about that for a few minutes, but we're going to go to a couple other things and some honorable mentions here. Give me a second. I got to reach over and get the other ones here. Don't mind. These are holiday classic films, which I think I discussed, or did. I know I did one, but I know I didn't do the other two. And there's an honorable mention here, which is Bad Santa, unrated and theatrical, it's unrated and director's cut, which is very very good. I mean, that movie has to be remastered anyway because the Blu-ray is so old. But if they don't, I'm glad I got it when I did. That film I'll never get rid of. That is John Ritter's last film, and not Bernie Matt's last film, but John Ritter's last film before when he passed away, which he was healthy, and so you never know. But that's an album I mentioned, but two of one of my top holiday films. I do like Elf so much. I have seen it a long time. Home Alone 2 is not as good at first, but still it's better than the other Home Alones came around later. Because Home Alone's later, 3 was theatrical, 4 went straight to video, 5 was a TV movie, and 6, you know what Disney did with that shit, and sorry Disney, you did not know how to make a Home Alone. And you made the kid the villain instead of the good guy, then I understand you gotta change things around, I get it, but when you change that formula around to making the bad guys look good, which is okay to do on some films, but not a Home Alone film. I didn't see it, yeah, I said, when I saw the premise and saw reviews, I said, this is not good. You killed a franchise. Some studios have a habit of killing their own franchise, or I don't know why, but they do, or our studios later on killing it, and other ones save it. Like New Line saved Friday 13th. And Well Go USA saved the Phantasm films somewhat, and stuff like that. Other franchises, it's very, very questionable what they did with them. Very, very questionable. And I can go talk all day about that stuff, and I'm not going to. Some of it's boring, some of it's repetitious, some have been talked about by our YouTubers, or throughout the years it's been very, very talked about. So I'm not going to go there, but I call my favorites here. One I talked about when I reviewed before on my channel is Krampus, which you know all about that. So, or if I didn't, here you go. This is a naughty cut. I mean, the Blu-ray doesn't have the naughty cut. This is a few extra minutes of, Krampus stuff and the toys, and that are, and just some extra scenes you do or do not need. But this one's around the same running time. No, a little bit more running time, but still it's by about 3-4 minutes. But still, which one do I prefer, the theatrical one or this one? Not both, but you should add the theatrical on this one, but they didn't. But that's okay. I'll take what I can get, and it's good. Shout Factory did that. Is that what the director intended? Then that's a good sign. But at Christmas, the 4K one, I do have the Shout Factory Blu-ray one, and I'll tell you why. Because I had that one, and I heard, oh wait a minute, you might want this one. You might want to get the 4K one because they corrected the audio, but should have happened the first time around. So okay, here you actually get the corrected audio and a featurette about that, mixing, restoring the missing sound and dialogue that was missing for a couple minutes. So I'm glad they finally did that. But this is slashers to come, as in Friday 13th, Silent Night, Deadly Night, all that stuff. But this is like, a killer during Christmas time, which you don't know if it's a Santa Claus killer. You don't see the killer in this, which is great because this is why that works. Any remake that came forward about Christmas failed because you can't modernize it, and they did, which is okay to do, but not something like this. And two, no, 2019 I didn't see, but I heard the acting was bad, the storyline was bad. They didn't know what to do with it. The 2006 is unrated, okay, but what do you do with it? It's the same old shtick, same plot, but still, it's just the dialogue is lame, ridiculous, mediocre at best, and it doesn't hold up. It's okay sometimes if the dialogue is mediocre and ridiculous and fun, but for a remake, it was just pure trash and not the good kind. So this one will still hold up. The remakes are just forgettable. I mean, at least the cast is good for 2006 because they got a couple good actresses for that and actors, which is great. But the 2019 remake, who's in it? Who cares? It's no one I recognize, and I don't want to see it because it's just, you know, if your remake is forgettable in every category and you just made, you know, total 100% garbage, it's not worth seeing. I mean, if it's so bad it's good, then it's worth getting and seeing because you'll have that because it's fun. Yeah, some horror remakes are not fun. They are not fun, and it shows that you can't replicate this. You tried, you failed. Why try again? And you still failed. Don't bother. People are going to go to this, then something that came out 30 years later, 40 years later. Why bother? This one is the standard and always will be the fucking standard forever. And this, you think you've seen it all, and then again, this comes out by director Alan Payne of Sideways, and I go like, okay, this is something special. This intrigued me, and this is wait 2 hours went by just like that. And even though the 4K from Shout Factory before it went to Groove, wherever, this is good drama. It's about a prep school during the 1960s, almost 1970s, and it's, you know, it's about you know, a troublemaker who a cook and an instructor who stayed during the holidays. Well, one kid's trying to go home, or everybody else goes home, and and stuff. And so it works. It just, you watch it from beginning to end, and it works. So it's great. Paul Giamatti is great. The cast is great. It works from beginning to end, and it came out in 2023, 24, something like that. 23, I believe. Yeah, 23. And it holds up. If it came out 24, it might have. I wouldn't be surprised by that, but I can't see the date. I have to look up later, but I believe it's 23. And it's great. Try to see it here. So I'll keep the DVD. I don't necessarily need a 4K for this. It's one or the other. It's one or the other people is, but it's so good. It's comfort and joy. And it's good 2.5 hours. It's good 2.5 hours. It's very, very good, and it holds up. Yeah, so I was going to dire on this and not talk about Gremlins. I said, wait a minute. Maybe I should just wait in a second. Yeah. I said, maybe I should, talk about, like, what's the best Christmas movie? What is a Christmas movie? What is a holiday movie? Is Die Hard and Gremlins a holiday movie? And, there's also Home Alone, which is one of my favorite holiday films of all time. People say, Scrooge is up there a little bit. Because I just watched it a couple years ago. Christmas Vacation, I reviewed it, and there's a lot to like, and a lot of it I just don't But anywho, alright. Everybody out there, enjoy the holidays. Happy holidays to you. I'll be doing another video next day or two, hopefully, if I come up with a topic. It may be more holiday movies or just be review of the turtle set. Who knows? Alright. Have a great day, and this is Blu-ray Cinema, and I'll see you on the next. Bye-bye.